Okay, friends, today we're going to look at installing LaraClassifier, otherwise known as LaraClassifieds. This is a web application for running your own classified ads site. The script is available on Code Canyon. There's a link in the description. But basically, this script has been around since 2016 and is constantly updated. Last update was January 13th, 2020. And all we're doing today is showing you how to install LaraClassifier using cPanel. One of the web pages you want to keep handy is the LaraClassifier documentation. We're going to use this as a general guide with installing this script onto your web server. The link to this guide available in the description of this video. The first step is to log into your cPanel or control panel of your website. Your cPanel login is usually your domain name /cPanel. This information you would have received from your web hosting company. Once you've logged into cPanel, one of the first things that I like to do, and also based on the installation documentation, is to review your PHP settings. So just type in PHP and let's see what we have here for PHP version. So in my case, basically we have 7.3, which is the current version that's selected, but we can also change and choose different versions. So I'm also, because 7.4 is available here, I'm going to increase that to 7.4. Now do a quick scan of some of the PHP extensions that are required. And I know for sure this one here, PDO MySQL, is required. So make sure that that is checked. And even during the installation, the script will tell you if you are missing a PHP extension. So you can always go back here and make those changes. So I've selected 7.4 and I'm setting this as current. The next step in the documentation is to create a new database. So to do that, we go back to your control panel. They're saying here to do it via the phpMyAdmin link. What we're going to do is simply look for MySQL. And let's just do it this method. Click on MySQL databases. Let's take a quick look in here. So there are no databases here and there are no users. So we need to create a new database. Let's create a database. And I will call this LaraClassifieds. Let's take the database name, save it. I use a text editor for this. Let's create a MySQL user. Create one called SiteBuilder1. I'll use the password generator. It's a lot simpler, easier. You can always increase the options for the generator. That looks decent. Copy it. Use the password. Let's create our user. So now we have a user SiteBuilder1. The last thing that we want to do here is we want to add the user SiteBuilder1 to the database. Let's go ahead and add it. And then what you want to do here is make sure you add all the privileges so that they can create, delete within the database, make the changes. And now your database setup should now be done. In the next step, we will upload the files to the web server. So what you want to make sure is to have the latest version. And then from here, you want to do a search for File Manager. And then within your File Manager, we're looking for the public HTML directory. Enter the directory. There should be nothing in here. From here, you want to upload. Go ahead and select your file. Once the file upload has been completed, go back to your home or public HTML directory. You should see the zip file in here. Go ahead and right click and extract. Basically what we want to place this into is this same directory, which is the public HTML. If you wanted to create another directory like classifieds, you could do that as well. But in our case, we'll just leave it here. Right now, you should have all the files on your web server. So right now, what you want to do is visit the installer webpage. So basically, it's yourwebsite.com/install. And here, you basically want to fill out your website information, site name, site slogan, your name, the purchase code that you received with the purchase, your email address and a password, and your country here as well. Once you're done, press next. The next page asks for the database configuration. So this is where we want to copy and paste the items that we had from our text editor. The host name is localhost. Port number leave as is, 3306. The username is your database username. The password is also the database password we created earlier. And finally, the database name. Tables prefix, you can change this. You can add something like ads or whatever you like. I usually leave this empty. And the Unix socket is optional, so I just leave this empty. Press save. Database configuration was successful, so let's set up the database. This takes a few seconds. So the next page that it takes us to is setting up the cron jobs. What we want to do here is copy everything in here. Copy. Let's go back to control panel. In the control panel, let's do a search for cron jobs. Under cron jobs, what we want is to paste the command. So if we add once per minute, it's going to be star, star, stars. If we go once per hour, so let's put it once per 5 minutes. Add the new job. And there's our cron job right there. Once we're finished with the cron jobs, let's go ahead and click on Finish. Congratulations. Basically, you've installed LaraClassifier onto your web host. So your admin is located here, and then your website is located here. Let's click into the admin. If you see this screen, you have successfully set up LaraClassifier. Congrats. Hope this presentation helps. Good luck to you and your website. Have a great day.